that co-kissing, like kissing
Pushalik.
connected to his,
Pushalik.
what, what pushing? What's about him?
You said the co-creator. Are we talking about the same thing?
No, no idea what you guys are. No, I'm just saying that. Cam never recorded in her mind the story that Dr. Bundler tells about the kissing. How he stuck in the traffic. He was about to see the client. But there was a nurse and like she grabbed the dude and kissed him. And like fixed him. Like with of that. And he came over and there was nothing to do. But there is also a story that John Laval tells. And in the end of the story, he says that that's how I know that I'm a good kisser. So like all these like kissing metaphors, I want to know.
Yeah, but that was with anesthesia of the nose before Kathleen gave birth. Remember the anesthesia? That was the trigger. Don't remember? That the doctor said to John, "Oh, you're a hell of a good kisser," because the medical equipment went bam, 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 bam just before they opened her.
Yeah.
Now you get it.
No, there is another story that he has from his work where he was talking about him being a good kisser.
Yes, we're talking about. Anyway, you're right.
I want to know what those kissing metaphors mean.
We'll get there. We will get there. Okay. All right. How you guys doing over there? Good? Yes? Okay. Okay, cool. So we went over, and the last one. Okay, good. So the analog mark is the last one. Okay. So now, before we continue in the afternoon with the teachings, the learnings, and the understandings, right? We're going to do something about language, which is basically the whole seminar. How are you doing, Monica? Good. So, Monica Stanica.
Monica Stanica?
Yeah, yeah. Candy.
Is it our Monica?
Yes.
Oh, our
Hi, Candy. Hi, everyone.
Good. So, when Dr. Bandler and Dr. Milton were modeling, sorry, I don't have my iWatch. That's why I put sound. When I have my iWatch, no sound, so it vibrates. That's when I work with clients and we're doing exercises with trance. Remember to make them take out their intelligent watches because they're in a trance and
I still hear.
yeah. So one thing that they noticed, they as in lack of referential index, Dr. Bandler and Dr. Grinder, is that the way that Milton H. Erickson used language was beyond what we saw in the first part of the Milton model, which is indirect elicitation patterns. It was not only the embedded commands, the negative commands, the embedded questions, the conversational postulate, and the analog mark. It was so often that he began to seed ideas. And to me, of the Milton model, we have 4 pieces. Seed ideas? Yes. So seed ideas, yes. Even Scott is like, now you're paying attention, right? So when he was seeding ideas, a lot of the times, if you don't know what we know, it's just a conversation. But in order for us to understand language, we have to bring all those associations regarding the language that you're listening to in order to make sense. If I say, Amalhama la Malañera, and you don't have an association for that, here, there's nothing. Right? But if I say, yeah, yesterday I saw a kid that was playing soccer in the street like I used to when I was young, and we didn't have goals, but we put the 2 backpacks. So that was the goal, playing soccer or football. So now it makes sense. Why? Because those words have an association. So your brain brought quickly and did that transformational search, and now you created something here. So every sound may have one representational system, maybe has 2, maybe has 3, 4, or 5, right? So if I say, for example, dog, how many representational systems do you have inside the submodality? Show me. So are you only seeing it? But now I'm going to influence your answer, because maybe you saw it and you heard it, or maybe you don't see nothing and you listen to the dog of your neighbor, but you don't see it, but you hear it. You get it? Or maybe you are touching it. What happens when I say, this is one of my favorite examples, that now Sabrina is doing it at last. She's 11, fuck it. Now she's bathing winter. Shampoo, anti-flea thing, then the conditioner, and then with the blower. Yeah. Full service. Full service. I still take her every 3 or 4 months so they can shave her and all that. But now every 2 weeks, that's it. So for the nails and stuff and the coat. So when I say wet dog, in this small phrase of 2 words, how many representational systems are there? Did you see it? Did you smell it? Did you only see it? And when he did like this, did you feel the drops, right? So this is one piece that we're going to go deep in what we're going to do in installation, right? Because if I say, Monica, you know what lurking is? Lurk, all right? So if I say, the tiger was behind the bushes watching Bambi. And now notice, of the submodalities, how many did they light up? You get it? Okay, now what happens if I say the tiger was behind the bushes lurking at Bambi? So in your brain, did more things light up or light less?
More.
Yes, you? Yeah, up. Harjinder, more or less? You show me. Yes?
Less for me.
Less? So
Yeah.
the image from looking Bambi compared to lurking at Bambi, so the image got smaller, black and white, maybe further away.
Yeah.
Okay. So even if you like it or not, I want you to look at this hamburger and look how pretty it looks. And now I want you to look at this hamburger and notice how delicious it looks. What happened? What happened in your brain between pretty and delicious?
The picture got bigger
The picture got bigger
and juicier.
and juicier, the meat, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so from pretty to delicious, some modalities change, right? How about there? Did it go up or go down between pretty and delicious?
Up.
Okay, good. So the guy tells his wife in a baby doll, oh, you look nice. Or he says, you look luscious. Scott is like, "Ugh." Okay, I believe you. Okay, so notice that what we're talking about is what we say in NLP, that the words that I'm changing one for the second one, they have more semantic density. A word that has more semantic density lights up more submodalities. It has more meaning. Understanding that meaning from black and white, maybe when you use a word that it's basically the same, synonymous, but it has more semantic density, now what you're doing in the brain of the person that is listening, it lights up more that part of the brain or more areas of the brain. So when you're thinking about unconscious installation, right? There is also a part of the Milton model that we're going to go over in a very quick way, or very quickly. But before we do so, let's remember how languages worked in your brain. Each word you got to do the transformational search. So what happened when I say before we go over the second pattern of the Milton model? What did your unconscious get when your unconscious just was listening to what I was saying?
It was jumping back and forth.
It was jumping because I said before that we go to the second part. So if you think about timelines, if this is the present, not Puerto Rico, the present, all right, and this is the past, and this is the future, right? And the only time that really exists, like John says, right, is now. And even now is gone because now it's the new now, right? So if I say, before we continue going over, doing a quick review of the Milton model and add higher skills, where am I taking you?
I'm staying right where I am.
Okay, but think about it. Before we do a review of the meta model, where am I taking you? Exactly. So before we continue, where is that for you?
I'm staying right now because we're about to move forward.
Exactly. But you're like this.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So after we see it, now where are we? I want you to, exactly. Yeah, you're jumping forward, but now you're in the future, and that thing already passed.
Yeah.
So after we review the Milton model, presuppositions, now where are you in your mind? What am I doing conversationally?
You tell us that if there's going to be a first part.
I know, but what am I doing conversationally with your timeline?
Meaning me to do something and planning something to happen after I do whatever it is you're wanting.
Exactly. So in the Milton model, we have what we call the presuppositions. All right, the precepts. And the first type of precepts are the temporal ones. So we have before, during, now, after, while. Very good. So notice what happens. Even though we're talking about now, notice what happens in your brain based on the activity that I'm going to talk to you about. So tonight, while you dream and you sleep, and your unconscious mind begins to generate new patterns. What am I doing with that presupposition? Where am I taking you? Yes? You're in the future now, right? Mhm. And if I said, well, before you came to the session with me and you had that phobia that we're going to fix, notice all the things that I'm doing only with my language. So the client comes and I tell them, okay, so before you came and decided to do an intelligence thing by coming to this session, and we get rid of that phobia that you had, tell me what you want. Just think about every fucking pattern that I used that is part of the presupposition that I already installing in your mind. And I'm just talking. So besides the temporal ones, we're going to really go deep down in the spatial presuppositions. What is this? If this is a thing, what is this? No, what is this? This.
No.
This is this. Spatially, where is it? If you write like this, what is this for you?
Beginning.
And the
Past.
past. What is this?
Oh.
The present. Future.
Okay. So if I have a client, I immediately begin to create a timeline with presuppositions. All right. That problem that you had before you came here.
Forget it.
Are you watching me? That problem that you had before you came here, so we can solve it now. So notice how literally we're going to combine three things. All of you do the same as me. Grab your left hand, right? And we're going to talk to the unconscious of that person. So say left,
Left,
right,
right.
and your past and your future. When you take notes, actual state, desired state. What is the presupposition of me doing from your actual state to the desired state, doing this diagonal, just like you write, but exactly growth. Do you perceive the growth? You that are seeing me from the back, do you perceive it? So you're going to use reverse gestures with presuppositions. Okay? So the first thing that we're going to do is, this is before, say, before, in your past, okay? That, okay? Now, today, this. And again, your future, there, that, because it could be a goal, that goal that you have, right? Okay? So the exercise is going to be very simple. First, you want to use your non-dominant hand, because your non-dominant hand is less stubborn because it has less information. That's why we usually begin the reverse gestures with your non-dominant hand, because it's easy to train it, because it hasn't have all the years that you have been doing with your dominant hand, the normal gestures. Right, left, in front, behind. Now you have to do it the other way around. The past of the client, the future, the left, the right, which is, think about this. If I am inside the image, how do we call that in NLP? I am associated.
Mhm.
If I'm outside the image, how am I?
Disassociated.
Okay, so if I'm talking to you I'm revealing a lot of things, which is great. So if I'm talking to you and I say, okay, so that problem that you had when you were a kid, okay, today we're going to resolve it. So when you get out of here, you're going to be brand new. How am I creating and installing the timeline in you? But what type of timeline am I using? In time or through time? In time would be like this: your past and your future. If you are in the roller coaster, are you in time or through time? Okay, that's good. That's good. That's why we're here. Everybody, put your strap on the roller coaster. All right. Okay, and now the. Okay, good. You are inside the image. You are associated. Associated is in time. In the world of timelines, I am associated. Okay? So that means that when I'm associated, that is my future, that is my past, but I am looking through my eyes. Now, I'm going to show you a video of you in the roller coaster. Now you are dissociated. And now, when you were a baby, you can see yourself crawling. Today, you are here, and Sunday, you're going to have more skills. Now I'm dissociating you, and I'm creating a timeline outside of you. And now this is through time. So dissociated through time, associated in time. Okay? So the exercise is very simple. We're going to use only temporal presuppositions, and we imagine that the client is sitting down and we're chit-chatting. That's it. So we're going to do first through time, reverse gestures. So tell me when you got that problem. What is this? They're what? You're what? Exactly. Because today we're going to resolve it, because after you get out of my office, you're going to notice how different your life will be. Are you listening to the timing? Okay. So it's past, present, future. So, yeah, exactly. So just begin to speak. Just begin to speak, and you're going to integrate past, present, and future. Okay? So the first exercise is without language, Milton language. You're going to talk about you, and you say, well, when I was little, okay, when I was little, I used to do this and this and this. Nowadays, I've changed. I don't play so much ping pong. Now I play more soccer and tapu, but I'm thinking about starting to do, I don't know, horseback riding or whatever. Talk to their timeline about you in reverse gestures. When I came to this country, what is this? You want to be congruent to them. When I came to this country, today I'm doing this and this and this, and tonight, I want to finish something in the computer. So begin to tell a story that you know, so you can go in your past, you move this hand, today, and then things of your future. All right, let's go. Come on, unmute yourself, and Monica, begin. And put your screen or move away so we can see this at least.
I don't know how I
Right.
can do that.
All right, come on, let's play. You want an unconscious installation? There, you got it.
So this is a
Are we
Or
going to a
start.
room or?
No,
You want to?
Give it us,
No, you
yes.
can you can stay here, but if you want a room, I can give you a room. The
Oh,
fuck?
no, that's fine. I just didn't want.
Monica,
I don't know how. I
I'm
don't know if
built-
I can get far enough away.
No, it's okay. I'm built to
Yeah.
please, Monica. Built to please.
Then, and then future. Oh, were you just using the one hand?
You can use,
Two hands.
So,
Oh, we're using two hands. So the left is their past, right? My past.
All right. There you go, the rooms. Go and play.
Okay.
You're on mute, Juan Antonio. We can't hear you.
We were talking about you. That was what I was muted. Yeah. So notice what happens when I say, when I began my career, right, and I started to practice and realize that I was starting to calibrate more eye accessing cues, a representational system, and there's a point right now in my career. Did you notice how now you're aware of what I'm doing with the timeline, right? But notice what happens, because this is also a presupposition spatially, a spatial presupposition, but not only with my language. When I started my career and I began to practice, I realized how much better I was getting. And my idea is to literally be a master of all of this unconscious installation. Notice the presupposition of me moving like this. What am I installing in you guys by using the timeline like this? You said it, right? But what word would you talk? Would you say? Unmute yourself. Just say it.
You're going upwards to show growth from where you were.
Exactly. Growth.
Mm.
Any word related to growth is good. So when somebody is a student of mine, this is not unconscious installation, by the way. No, it's not. But I have to, this is the fucking seminar in which I have to immediately inoculate what I'm saying, so you are not being installed. So a student of mine has like 90 insurance officers under him, right? And he said, oh, I want you to teach them persuasion and blah, blah, blah. So I was like, well, it depends, because, but I remember that you told me that you started very well, but in the last couple of years, the numbers have not been good. That's when I understand, because once they begin to use the language, changes are going to be appearing for the good. So notice how I did this, and now with me, it goes up. Do you get it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's why I have to inoculate you against me. Inoculate, exactly. Inoculate you against me, because now I have to show you the tricks. Just like I told you, look at the cars. Now you can see how the fuck am I doing the things, right? So in the spatial, right, you just did the exercise spatially, but using visual presuppositions. This is a presupposition visually. This is a presupposition. This is a presupposition. This is a presupposition. Why? Because spatially, I'm installing a timeline. You follow me? Okay. But now spatially, what is that? That. This. Show me that. Show me. Spatially, show me that. Whatever you want to put it. Okay? Show me this. Show me there. Show me here. Exactly. So now we're going to go back and we're going to combine the presuppositions, but only using spatial. This, we stop. And now we're going to only use spatial talking to a client. Okay? That problem. Solve it. Solution. All right? Keep this in mind. You're going to talk about the problem as a thing. So it's a thing. Here we, and then here is a different thing. So if you have that in mind, that transformation, the spatial presuppositions are going to come out very quickly. You got it? Same exercise, but only spatial presuppositions. That, this,
That thing.
there, here. Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right. Go and play.
I grabbed the resource from over there. I can read backwards.
You should be able to write script when you're teaching. So for example, if you're writing the word mama, right? You imagine the mirror. So that's also useful when you're doing reverse gestures. Exactly. Hmm?
It's not backwards.
No. No, because once you see the word, yeah. That's why, because you have to imagine the word, and then like this is a transparent window, and you see the marker, and then you go over what you're seeing. Okay. All right, you're back. Monica, how was it? Unmute yourself 1 second.
It was good. It was good. It takes a bit of getting used to thinking, yeah,
Well, you're
To
doing
reverse.
everything reverse.
Yeah.
Like the selfish person that we were, talking to ourselves, even though that we're talking to the unconscious mind of the people. All right. Now
Yeah.
we're talking congruently to the unconscious mind, which is the one that gets the reverse gestures. Because in your future, right there it is, bright over there in your future. That's how motivational speakers speak. Watch all the fucking TED Talks and tell me one that uses reverse gestures. You
There
can
must be
begin now, and we can talk again in July, and you'll still be searching. And this comes from NLP. But why NLP? Because communication has to be congruent.
And it isn't
Well-
with that, or is it?
Excuse
Is
me?
is it congruent with the TED Talks or not?
100% incongruent.
That's what I thought. That's what I
Yeah.
thought.
Yeah, because when you turn to your right, right, and then
Yeah.
on the left, and then
Yeah.
when it's just in front of you, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh fuck, you have to look behind you. What happened? That's how people speak, because
Yeah.
they're speaking based on their association. They don't speak to the unconscious mind of the people, which is the one that gets the gestures, the time.
So you should be over to the left, to the right when you're talking to him with your arm.
Exactly. You're exactly right.
Okay.
All right. And then we were talking about a moment ago about how with language we can change things, right? We were talking about semantic density a while ago, right? And you were watching, you were lurking. It's a nice hamburger, delicious hamburger. Notice how you install something more powerful just by the use of your language. So when we're using verbs with presuppositions, we can play with the verb. So I usually use this example. With me, you will never learn painfully. With me, you learn easily because we have fun and we laugh. So notice that the verb is learn. And notice what happens in here when I say you can learn painfully. You can learn easily. You can learn joyfully. So now the type of presuppositions are the adverbs, right? Because they go besides the verb and modify the verb. So now think about this. Yeah, it's a good thing that you came today because that problem that you had, we're going to change it. Now, what happens if you say, it's a good thing that that problem that you had today, we're going to change it easily. You can relax quickly. Your muscles can go soften easily. So now what happens when you add the word with ly? Now it transforms what you're saying. So notice that with this simple presupposition as an adverb, notice what happens here. Because in a moment, you're going to do an exercise very swiftly and easily in which you're going to use spatial anchoring. But now I want you to do it in time for them. So now it's their past, their present, and their future. And we're going to use adverbs. So that problem that you learned very stupidly, that's me speaking, right? Today, in a very easy way, we're going to change it. Or we can change it easily. We can change it elegantly through a trance. Because when you go back to your life, you're going to notice how blah, 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 things are going to be. So now we're going to use the spatial presuppositions associating them. So now it's, okay? Let's go. Let's go out and play. Done. I'm getting good at this. This is quick.
You're on mute again.
Harjinder, how was it for you when they were doing it to you? Now that you're paying attention, was it more congruent? You're muted.
Yes, we are now more smooth at it, and we can do it easily. In the past, it was difficult, but in the future, I think
He's
we
like
are,
in the
are more
past, that,
quickly.
but in the future, to my
Yeah.
future, which is
Yeah.
great.
Is
Hey.
be quicker. Yes, so we will do it quicker.
Very good. How about how was it, Scott? You're integrating it
For me, it was very confusing at first because the future is here
for them.
and the past is there for them.
For them, exactly.
Yeah,
Hey.
that confused me.
In the beginning only.
Yeah,
Now
Yeah.
it's getting easier.
yeah, it's getting easier now.
All right, good.
And this is the present. Is this the present? This is the present. Okay.
Yeah, yes. Well, actually, you're a present. He's like, this is the present. Yes, you're a present.
Yeah,
Yes,
I'm the present.
yes. He's already with phonological ambiguities. And Monica,
Oh, shit.
Can't hear you. Can't hear you, Monica.
Sorry, I was on mute. I was saying
Yes.
that Scott was confused in the past, but now he knows better. In the future, it was great.
All right. Okay. Good. Good. Because we're gonna keep advancing, right? Because of the Milton model, right? We only need two more things to go. And when we're studying in our language, we usually give inanimated objects human characteristics, right? So if you hear the expression, oh my God, the sky is crying, what's the first thing that comes to mind?
Rain. Rain.
Okay, it's raining, right? And if I say, oh, look, the clouds are in a bad mood.
Thunder and lightning.
Okay, good. What if I say, oh, this kid, when she plays a violin, it makes it cry.
Beautiful music.
She makes the violin cry or the listeners cry.
Yeah, exactly. Right? But now if I say, yeah, and my chair of my office at my home right now, I think it's sad because I'm here. What am I really saying in that simple phrase?
That you're sad you're not home sitting in your chair.
Or
what I get.
that I'm used to being in that chair and the chair is sad, right?
Yeah.
So
Okay.
this is what we call in NLP selective restrictive violation, SRV. Keep it like that, SRV. This is when we give an inanimate thing a human characteristic.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yes. So when you are giving that characteristic of that it's a human thing, think about what is actually the message or what is actually what you're saying. I'm going to tell you a story that is true. There was a point when I moved out of my house when I returned from Belgium because my father was the military attaché for Venezuela, for Belgium. and Benelux. That was before the European Communion, which is Belgium, Netherlands, and Luxembourg. And also the European Communion. They were just beginning. So my father was traveling from Belgium, that we were living in Excels in Brussels, a lot to Amsterdam, 3-hour ride or a train, whatever. And I started to study their languages and university, the Free University of Brussels, Université Libre de Bruxelles. So I started to study there. Obviously, my father was a diplomat. I had a diplomat passport, but the mission was from the 18th of July, 1997 to the 18th of July, 1999. It was 24 months. That's it. That was the mission, like a military. So the 18th of July, they left and I stayed, but I had to surrender my diplomat passport and I can only use mine because I still had to study more in the university. So what before was kind of like an ambassador's check, it turned into me working for me. So I started to give salsa and merengue lessons in Latinos discotheques to European people. So it's a fucking blurry years. Yes. And I finished. And when I returned, right, I said, well, I speak 4 fucking languages in Venezuela. Half the people don't even speak normal Spanish, crooked Spanish. So I should get a good job. I didn't find shit. And what I found was the night shift from 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. in a fucking, I don't know, a whore, trucker, hotel, motel, some weird shit like that. I was like, the fuck? So I moved to a city called Maracaibo. That's where I met my first wife, that we had our kid and whatever. But in that early age, I started to do translations, simultaneous translations, right? From English to Spanish or Italian to Spanish or French to Spanish. So business people hired me when they got contractors or whatever. But the business didn't go so well. So I started to sell products to government institutions. I had a couple of friends that were in, they were in the mid-20s, early 30s, and they started to be in good positions. So there's, I need some toilet paper and whatever. Yeah, but it was like 40,000 toilet papers, things like that. So the commission was not very good, but at least I was surviving. But in the beginning, there was only the word. In the beginning, the first 2 months, my fridge was scared because it was thinking that I was going to sell it because there was only light and that's it inside. So think about it. My fridge was scared because the only thing inside was light. So what am I actually meaning with that metaphor about my fridge being scared that I was going to sell it because the only thing inside was the light?
You had no food.
Yes, no food. But also that metaphor says a lot about me and my current situation back then.
You didn't have any money.
So I want you to notice how it went like a giraffe art when I said back then, because I'm here right now. So you get to use, you get used to doing the timeline thing when you're speaking. So the exercise that you're going to do right now is that I want you to think and bring expressions that now you understand that they are SRV, selective restrictive violation.
Yeah, don't ask me.
SRV, yes. And I want you to think, what does this metaphor mean and how can I use it with a client, with my kids, with whatever? You get it? So you want to bring a metaphor of an inanimate object, so it has a meaning. The rock was sad. The one that I used to throw to the river is sad. So what could that mean? Right? What could that mean? My basketball is calling me in the garage. So can the basketball call you? No. But what does that mean? Think about it. Time to go play basketball. Exactly. Well, last time I played, what is today? Friday? I played Tuesday.
And it's also in some way
Yeah.
taking the responsibility on like, it's not me who wants to play.
Yeah.
this.
Hey, the best, Alfredo, the basement needs help. So what am I telling to my kid? Think about it.
Go clean the basement.
Exactly. So now, using a metaphor, you're going to install a message. You get it? So let's bring between you two and between you over there 10 metaphors. Think about simple ones. In songs, you find so many. And if you think the better components, the better songwriters, actually, I was translating from Spanish literally, the better songwriters are masters of metaphors. All right, let's go. Let's bring 10. All right, let's bring 10. Breakout rooms and
The carpet is calling your name.
hurry up.
I'm
There we
lost
go.
without your love.
Exactly. Let's go.
Yeah, the blank canvas that I have.
All right. All right. Let's come back. I just called them. Yep. I missed small groups, like small. It's good to have big ones, but Tom Petty, compact. You're not small, I'm compact. Yes. Yes.
I mean, it's a good school of circles.
Yes.
It's something that I love from Mulan. Oh, here's like my ancestors.
Eddie Murphy.
Hey, I'm not small. I mean, compact.
Yes. All right. So let me hear a couple of yours. Scott, give me two.
My windows are crying. My car needs some love.
My car needs some
Needs
love. Some love, and my windows are
Windows
crying.
are crying.
All right, good. Hershinde, where are you? Monica, where did you go? People are on the bathroom break. Aha, Harjinder, give me two. You're muted.
My wardrobe is aching with clothes.
Your what?
My wardrobe is aching with clothes.
Your what?
Wardrobe, closet.
Ah, your wardrobe
It's
is
English.
aching.
It's very English. My wardrobe is aching with clothes.
Her wardrobe is aching with clothes. All right. Which other one?
You could say the same thing is my cupboards are creaking with pain. My cupboards are creaking with I think the idea is that they're worn out and like a human being would be worn out.
Okay.
So,
Monica, give me two. Thank you, Harjinder.
My pen is jumping, and my
Your pen is
flowers,
jumping,
yeah, and my flowers are thirsty.
and your flowers are what?
Thirsty.
Your flowers are thirsty.
Yeah.
I like that one. All right, good. You?
The floors of my kitchen are coughing.
The floors of your kitchen are coughing up dust. Ah, how cool is that? Another one?
My blank art canvas in my closet.
The blank art canvas mocks me. All right, good. How about you?
My epoxy set is guilting me.
Your epoxy what?
Set,
Sad.
that S-E-T, like set to make epoxy.
Okay, your epoxy set is sad.
No. Guilts me.
Guilts me. All right, good. So we're gonna have a small competition. This is a very simple metaphor competition. Tomorrow, bring the shortest metaphor that you can possibly bring. And you're gonna find it in expressions of day to day. I'll give you an example. When I turned 27, I was fucking afraid because Janis Joplin died, Jimi Hendrix died, Jim Morrison died. So I drank like half a bottle of whiskey and woke up with a foggy mind. Short metaphor, foggy mind. You get it? So the idea is that tomorrow, before we go to lunch, bring the shortest and more powerful metaphor that you can think of. Okay? Remember, you have heard them so much that for you are expressions, but actually they're metaphors. Your mind cannot be foggy.
I catch him.
Relax. Tomorrow. All right?
It needs to be an RSV metaphor.
Yes. Okay. So the last part of the metaphors of the simple ones that we're doing are the ones that we just did, SRV. And now, like my father would say, if you don't understand it, you'll be stupid the rest of your life. What am I using? What did I use? What did I use right now?
Say it again.
Before I explain this, I want you to have very clear that even a kid will understand it. So, like my father would say, you'll be stupid if you ask again. Exactly. So I'm using a quote. When you're using a quote, you have the advantage to tell somebody something, but you're using another person in the same context. When you do persuasion engineering, one of the ways in which we can inoculate objection is saying, well, usually stupid people don't get the whole value of the program, because you're going to learn so much conscious and especially unconscious information that is actually going to make your job as a hypnotist easier, because then when you do the formal trance, you're already installed the strategy and changed beliefs. So I'm saying stupid people won't get the value of this seminar. What am I using as a quote?
You're suggesting that the person who doesn't do the seminar is the
Yeah,
stupid
but
person.
that's a presupposition. Now, what would happen if I would have said, Dr. Bandler told me after he saw the content of my program that people that supposedly are studying NLP and hypnosis that don't sign up, those are stupid people because they're missing out. So before I said, stupid people will say, that's a simple presupposition. But now when I use Dr. Bandler as a reference, now I'm telling you, well, we're on the phone and I'm talking about the program that according to Dr. Bandler, you're going to be stupid if you don't sign up. You get it? Do you notice the difference? Forrest Gump. My mama used to say that, mama always said that if you leave food, and we're eating, if you leave food that somebody made for you is disrespectful. So finish that shit up, right? But you don't need to explain, okay? So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna find quotes. But before you say the quote, you have to explain your partner the context. So I have Sabrina in front of me, and she's doing some laps, running. And suddenly I see her beginning to get tired. And I will say, oh, I had a trainer that when you're feeling tired, this is where the real magic begins, because in practice, how are you feeling right now? Later in the game, it's going to be so much better. So my trainer used to say, sweat is the what of champions. Do you know that one? Think about it. So you want to tell the context. So when you bring the metaphor of the quote, it makes sense for them. Because if I say, yeah, like my mother would say, that's not very gentleman like. What's the context? So the context is that the guy is walking, he has a woman behind him, he opens the door, it doesn't leave the door open so the woman can pass through the door. So now I'll say, hey, my mother would say that's a little bit rude. So you deliver the message through my mother, right? So let's think about in teams 10 metaphors, all right? 10 between you three, you two, all right? Let's go. Everybody in Russia. Good.
My age, okay, with people.
There we go. Set rooms, you're ready, and
They
go.
say like, oh, my grandma coughed just like that before she died. I gotta remember that. Because you use it at the right. Yeah, so I have this good friend that I really care about. She's always talking about what she can't do. And I'm just like, you know what Henry Ford said, whether you believe her, you can or you can't, you're right. Mm.
Exactly.
Your turn. When before Nikola Tesla and Edison had a Freud, they were working together. And Nikola Tesla was telling to Edison that you can always test out new equipment by running it, and that is for.
Yes.
Yes, that's why they became. That makes a lot of sense, because they have the same strategies. That's why they go with the call because.
Well, actually, he said it. He is in lack of referential index. Dr. Ballard said it. That Tesla thought about an engine, made it in his mind, assemble it. Thank you. Assemble it.
Yeah.
And then when it broke down, he disassembled and checked what was the thing that was fucked up. And then he did it in real life. And the turbine engine, he was off by one piece.
I thought it was interesting when he said that he would take real tools that he used in his lab and like reconstruct them in his lab in his mind.
Good. So what was that metaphor, since they're in the breakout room and you have done this course before, what was that metaphor about? What was the seminar that you guys did right now? Exactly. So what were you designing in the sheet of paper?
States and feelings and.
That's not really a metaphor to me. I mean, that's like a command.
I know, but now that you went to that seminar, yeah, but you went to that seminar with a unconscious installation already
Yeah,
on you. So when he was talking to them,
yes.
you got a different meaning that the most of the people got.
So an average person sitting next to me isn't thinking, that's a great idea, I'm gonna use that myself.
No, yes, because they're listening to the story saying, oh, that's fascinating, but never did the connection.
I'm like, how am I gonna use this?
You have unconscious installation seminar.
But that's the reason why Edison and Tesla started becoming like not friends. That it started off with that.
Did you see the last picture of Tesla?
No.
There's a last photograph of him that's documented. It's not that. It's in the museum, actually, of Tesla. and he was like this, like skinny, like
Like, I don't know. but it's also-
do you remember the Tesla coil?
I
That
read
Bill-
the story of it.
Yeah, Bill had it, that he had a luminescent tube without nothing, and he put it near it, it light up. That was in the fair,
Okay.
inside, in front of the bookstore. Bill with the glasses, very small, very thin. Bill from Massachusetts, from Massachusetts. So the Tesla coil is a fluorescent light, right? And then there's a thing here, and you grab the thing, the light, the bulb, without nothing, and as soon as you put it near, it lights up. So the story goes that, according to Dr. Bandler, I only remember like the first 20 seconds. There was a guy that went to Tesla's New York apartment, right? New York house.
The last days we spent in the hotel.
Okay, good. And he went, and this guy comes with a fluorescent light bulb. He opened the door, and the light bulb was open, was on.
Yeah.
And the guy's like, "Yeah, I'm looking for Nikola Tesla." Yes, and this is me. Yeah, good. So they went inside and they talk about things and that. But the guy's like, "Where the fuck do you connect this?" So imagine if the technology from him would have been more updated from the people that never got how he did things. So we wouldn't need cable or whatever. We just need kind of like Wi-Fi. Yeah,
With the ability of radio connections.
Yeah.
But I told you that story. I
See.
discovered that Nikola Tesla got obsessive with him after I found out about the NLP.
yes.
And I realized that he was doing it all his life when after his older brother died, his family, like everyone was expecting him to continue his life the way his brother was supposed to. And he was so upset that he picked up like some sickness, like sort of like flu, but it got so much worse. He was in bed for 7 months. He was dying, like in the hospital. And then he asked his dad to come over. His dad came over and he asked his dad, "Can I do not go in the army and do not become a priest?" Because that's what was expected from him. Because I want to go to Belgium or something, like to study engineering. His dad said yes. And in 2 weeks, he pretty well was on the way to university.
Okay.
And then later on, like a few years later, he got obsession with like art obsession. And they were like someone was talking to his mom, like, "Aren't you embarrassed of your son and all that?" And she said, like, "No, because I know the moment he decides that he doesn't have this, like he doesn't need it, this obsession, he will finish it like it will be gone right away." And that's what happened.
All right, good. Let me call him back. All right. Now we're gonna get ready for
Really nice. Really, like, really, his person.
nice is lost performative. So
He was kind.
in the mind of the people listening to you, you should ask, or we should ask, nice according to who? Exactly. That's good.
And according to me, he was scary.
That's very nice. All right. We're gonna be right.
Before people got into his house, actually, he died.
All right. Can you listen to me? Good. All right. So give me one, Monica.
Uh, I'm drawing a blank. We just said a bunch of them.
Neurons that fire.
Which one?
Neurons that fire.
Oh,
together.
yeah. We were talking about in the context of neuroplasticity and how practice makes perfect or permanent. Like Dr. Shat said, that neurons that fire together, that wire together, fire together.
Okay, good. Practice is the message. Good. Another one.
Some people being greedy and trying to accumulate a wealth before they've got the competence and the skills. My parents would say, don't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Exactly.
And
Good.
the other one was, for me, was that a bird in the hand is better than two in the bush.
Okay, but according to who? So
My
you
mom,
remember
according to my
exactly.
mom.
My mom used to say
Say
exactly. Good.
exactly. My mom used to say. That's what I said originally.
Okay, that's cool. All right, so we're gonna do the second to last exercise of today, because for this one, I'm gonna give you 10 minutes to break, right? And then we're gonna come back and you're gonna tell a true story of a vacation.
True story of vacation. Okay.
A true story of a vacation in which you're going to integrate something that we're going to do. So take 10 and we'll come back in 10. All right.
We're going to integrate what?
What are we integrating?
Yeah, I don't get that.
Well, I'll explain it after you go for 10
Oh,
minutes.
okay. Okay.
10 minutes. Thank you.
Also, we're taking a break for 10 minutes? That was, oh, okay. All right, I'll be.
No.
How do you say your name? Her gender?
Nearly. Hajinda.
High gender?
Hajinda.
Her gender. Her gender.
Yeah, Hajinda.
Where
Nice
do you
and-
live?
I
Where do
live
you
in
live?
London. I live in London.
Wow.
Why? Where are you, Scott?
Illinois.
Nice, nice. So you're going to this live thing as well? You are you?
Yeah. Oh yeah. So
Nice.
I gotta find out the date so I can get airfare and stuff.
Oh, how much? Oh, how far is it from you?
Well, wherever Florida is about 2 hours
West Florida.
on a flight. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Mm. Yeah, flights are so
It's-
expensive now. Yeah, flights
Well,
are
you
so
know-
expensive now, so not gonna happen.
If you get it early enough, though, you get a better deal than if you wait till when it's close. Then you're not going to get a deal.
That's true. Yeah. But nowadays, unfortunately, with ice and everything else, we've had people who returned or come as tourists from Britain.
Oh
and
yeah,
they
it's
got
tough.
picked up. So
Yeah,
I don't want to take any risks. Thanks
Oh
very
no,
much.
and no, it's bad with ice now.
It's
It really
ridiculous.
is.
So no, I don't want to take a risk. So you never know.
No,
And they're
no,
legitimately just tourists. And
yeah, I know.
yeah, so
I don't want to go in another country either, to be honest with you. I don't think
Mhm.
it's safe for me to go to another country either.
Why? Why would it not be safe for you?
I don't know. I just don't think it is right now.
Okay, yeah. They're pretty much of a muchness, I think. There's nothing else going on around. Yeah.
Yeah.
So seems
I guess
fairly
it depends on the area too.
yeah. It also can be what you've been told.
Yep. They're right.
Yeah,
Exactly.
so some of it is it's propaganda kind of thing.
Yep.
You just have to marry that, but I know that it will be difficult. Now we have to show 5 years worth of
Yeah, you gotta have all kinds of papers and stuff now to go.
yeah. We have to show 5 years worth of social media stuff. What? Why? So no, that won't work.
No,
It's just made it less attractive.
yeah. Well, and to go for me to go another country, you have to buy all these things too. I heard that, you have to pay so much a day or something to go to another country. Some places.
Really? What
Yeah.
kind of thing?
Like you have to buy I don't know what they call it.
What do you mean?
A visa?
No, besides that, you gotta pay so much. The country is charging so much
But that's a
for you to
tourist
go there.
visa. That's always been there.
Tourist. Yeah.
That always
it?
existed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I
You pay a
thought
little
they
bit-
raised it more even.
Well, yeah, that might be the
Only
case.
slightly, but I don't think it's like massively. It's not something you can in our country you can go to so many museums for free. Yeah. So
Yeah.
you don't even
Yeah.
have anything that you're charged for. If you want to contribute, that's great, but you're
Yeah.
not forced.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah. So
That's nice.
yeah, love that. Just love
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
really nice.
Yeah. There's so many places you can go for free here.
Yeah. How about Monica? Where do you live?
I'm in Canada. I'm in Toronto.
Oh, nice.
Okay. Okay.
Lovely.
Mm.
She don't think the way she
Yeah.
said that, the look on her face, it was like, not really.
It's cold. I mean, I don't know what's lovely about it, but it's okay.
Doesn't it warm up at all?
Of course, it warms up.
Yeah, that's
It's not
gonna
that
say.
bad. It's not permafrost. but but generally it's colder than other areas.
Yeah.
Monica, what do you do in
Right.
Toronto?
We're back.
Okay.
Okay, good. So I remember one day I get a call from somebody that his name shall be in secret, but his acronym is Laval, and and he said, "Hey, there's an institute called Transform Destiny. You can find them in Facebook. You'll laugh." And they're doing a 2-day seminar, 2-day intro. What are you doing that weekend? I was like, nothing. Well, you want to go? I was like, well, yeah, fuck, yeah, go. So I paid like, I don't know, $140 or something for the 2 days. And when I arrive, right, they give me this book, they give me a pen, I sit down, and the guy teaching was a black guy that looks like the son of the Huxtables. Remember? Theodore. Remember? That son of Bill Cosby, but when he had the dreadlocks. It looked like him. Not fat, but thin, when he was thin. So he sat down, and here he had his computer, and here he had a base where you put the notations for music, and he had the guide, the manual. So I remember that the first thing that they teach us when we're doing the trainers training is you should know what the fuck you're teaching. So we don't use manuals or whatever. You have this unloaded, and you don't have nothing written before. You write. So the presuppositions is that you know your shit. How the fuck are you gonna teach and need the guide to do that? That's stupid. So that's the first thing that I saw. And then they begin to do this and this. And I even sign up like Antonio Jurado. So my first name is Juan. My second name is Antonio. It's like John Anthony. And then my last name is Perez, and my second last name is Jurado. So in Venezuela, Perez, if I'm Juan Antonio Perez, Perez is my father, Jurado is my mother. You got it?
Mm.
So I'm Juan Perez. That means that Juan and Perez. But I signed up like Antonio Jurado. So I used my second name and my second last name. So I was incognito. And I went with my Adidas sweat gear, like the Beastie Boys, you know, the sweatpants at that with the 3 lines here, green with green Jordans and a cap and blue glasses. Literally.
Take a picture and stuff.
Well, I have. I'll try to find some today. I go incognito. So I arrive there and I'm playing stupid. Who has done anything of NLP? This is me. And I see there are like 17 people. A couple. Okay, good. So NLP comes from Milton H. Erickson, that was modeled by Dr. Richard Bandler and Dr. Grinder. So I begin to listen to shit and I begin like this. My feet. So there was a point in which they began to say, yeah, and the techniques of NLP are basically more designed so you can feel better. So now this is going against my whole education. You use the skills so you can fix other people. Of NLP, there are like, I don't know, 2% that you can use on yourself. So I'm listening to all this, right? And then they begin to say, in Transform Destiny, Steve, Stevenson, the guy that's befriended Jen, she did a course with him. That's why I did the connection. You can become with us a practitioner of NLP, right? And then that's the first time I raised my hand. And they said, yes, Antonio. And I was like, yes, I'm curious, who signs our diplomas? Oh, the founder, Steve Michaels, whatever. Ah, okay. Okay, thank you. And then you can become a practitioner, and then you become a master prac. Good. And then you can become a trainer. And if you really like it, you can apply for the course that it's the highest valued course. It's like 15,000, and you can become a master trainer. Like myself, says the guy. It's like, okay, cool. So then I can't hold it in my brain and I raise my hand. It's like, yes, Antonio. Oh, this is very exciting. So what is a master trainer? Well, a master trainer is somebody that studies all, masters it, and then can teach NLP. So what's the difference between a trainer that trains NLP and a master trainer? Oh, because the master trainer can do also other type of training. But in my mind, it's like this motherfucker answers but doesn't specify. It's like, that's when he began to say, yes, Juan Antonio. Yes, Antonio. What type of training? Well, he can teach, for example, body language. Okay. And what else? Well, he can teach enneology. There's like enneagrams. It's like, excuse me, what is enneagrams? Well, you know, we have 6 types of personality. It's like, what do you mean with personality? I was going to say, what do you mean 6 personalities? Personality is a normalization. How the fuck can only be 6? But I was. So then I listened to all this. And then the next day I come back because we're in class and we're doing the exercises. And that's why I understood why John made sure that we really got the word licensed. Because even though with us, a lot of crazy people study, the level of purity and excellence is maintained at the maximum capacity as you can, right? So that was very enlightening for me to learn that you can buy the title of master trainer. But wait, so next Sunday, right? I was there and I said, oh, by the way, I see here that you have practitioner, master practitioner, trainer, master trainer, and you have elite master trainer. And then the guy said, oh, yeah, but that's reserved for special people. So I asked, so how can I become special? I don't know. Maybe I might be an elite master trainer. How can I be? It's like, well, this is when you have to develop things and donate new techniques, new skills to NLP. I was like, wow. And who is an elite master trainer? Or our founder. Based on what Dr. Baller and Dr. Grinder did, he has done like 50% more. That's when I couldn't resist. And the words of Dr. Bandler, hearing so many stories, I had to say the same things with the same, you have heard it. Do tell. Like what? Well, he did something to help people with trauma. Oh, you can help people with trauma with NLP. Oh, yes. You have to unleash bad memories from the past. Like, oh, okay, that sounds cool. So how did he develop this? No, it's a very complex technique. I don't think you're going to understand it. I was like, yeah, but try me. Well, you go into the past and change what we call in NLP some modalities, and then collapse those anchors, and then bring them, and then reframe what actually happened. Wow. That sounds very interesting. I still don't understand it, but it sounds very, very cool. I was like, yeah, it is. All right, so let's carry on with the class and whatever. So in my mind, I had the opportunity to chat with this guy in the break at lunchtime. He doesn't eat also at lunchtime. And the sad part, I'm going to explain sad, that he was a really nice guy. Well, actually, he should be alive. He is a very nice guy. And the fact that he is working for an organization that has a different approach that we do, because we're not correct, but this is the society of 1978. And now somebody took the technology, which is NLP, created their stuff, created the trainers, everybody that goes under the trainers, they had to kick up $200 for the certificate and which is a business, right? But training like this is like, they don't teach hypnosis until you become a master prac. Yes.
So in their society,
And their institute, they call themselves institute. At least they have the decency of that. Michael Stevenson, I remember now.
elite master trainer.
No, I don't know. He's the only one that he mentioned, which is the guy.
Sounds like it is.
Yeah. But my thing is that if when I was there, I talked with, I don't know, 7 people. And last July, I brought 5 to Dr. Bandler. And when they were doing the thing, they were like, when they saw me, it's like, what are you doing here? It's like, oh, I help out here. But you know NLP? Yeah, just a little bit. Okay, good. So because they saw me with the jacket and registration, and then John introduced me like he introduced everybody. And then he was talking to one person, and then he said, oh, fuck, you're a master trainer of NLP. He's like, yeah. Wow, but are you an elite master trainer? I was like, no, man. The only 2 elite are the ones that have 40 years with Dr. Bandler because of that, because they're real elite master trainers. So forget about it. Oh, and then he saw me in the back of the cover of Legacy. And it's like, oh, you help people with this and this and this and this. And yeah. And usually my practitioners, we teach them to fix all of these things. Usually, I mean, they get the baseline so they can practice it. So that was very interesting because it was the first time I was exposed to other institutes because I had the luck to start at the society and stay there the whole time. So when I start to seeing things out, I was like, fuck, this is literally a distortion, a deletion of everything that we usually do. So the next and last exercise that we're going to do right now is going to be a very simple one. I want you to listen to what happened to me. I was in an airplane from Caracas to Argentina. It's like 7 hours going south. So I was a consultant for that airline, Estelar. So I had part of my arrangement was that I traveled first class. So the cool thing when you travel first class is that the how do you call it? The stewardess is there. They call your name. They ask you what's your name. It's like Perez. I have 1A. It's like, oh, please come. They sit you down immediately. They give you Bose system headphones that you have to give back, right? They offer you champagne. You have a different menu. I mean, it's wonderful, the experience that you have when you're traveling first class. So stop, and we're going to rewind how I started. I started saying I had an arrangement with Estelar, and I traveled with them in first class. The cool thing, when you travel first class, what am I doing? I was talking about me, and suddenly I changed the referential index and I associated you. So Harjinder, when I go to the beach, thing that I don't like very much, right? Because when I arrive, it's hot, and suddenly you feel your skin clammy, like backwards of the sticker. What did I did right now?
You transferred
I
it.
started talking, say it,
Yeah, you started talking and you gave some detail.
mute.
I'm unmuted.
No, I'm the one that had you mute. My bad. Yeah, in my computer. All right, now go.
Yes,
Yes.
you started to talk and give us details about what it was like, so that
Yeah, but I started talking about me,
Yeah.
and then I said you.
you did that turn into the house.
Yes, and this is what we call a change of referential index. So when you're talking to people, you want to, depending on the message that you want to deliver, you talk about you, so they're dissociated. And suddenly when you say, when you talk about I, which is I was, I am, I was eating, I was walking, and suddenly you realize, and now in the submodality world, now I'm associating you.
Okay.
Do you get it?
Yeah.
So the last exercise that we're going to do is that you're going to tell a 1 minute story of a vacation in which you begin talking about I was, and then you switch the referential index.
Mhm.
People say, so when do I do it? There's no rule, but there's kind of like parlay, like the Pirates of the Caribbean. It's not a rule, but it's kind of like a guideline. So after the second phrase of I, you can switch to you, and that's enough. So I was walking and suddenly I saw a bird, and when you realize it shit over your shoulder and you're smelling that, you get it?
Yeah.
All right.
Sounds
All right.
good.
Last exercise. Come on, let's go. Last exercise. Break up rooms and 1, 2, 3, and go.
So, I always thought that, like eating really healthy is quite time consuming because, like, ideally, it's different types of vegetables, greens, different kinds of meats and stuff like that. And chopping and cooking and all that yourself, it's time consuming, especially if you're the only person. So, in that hotel, it was like a all-inclusive, like food fair. And I was going through the lines there, and so like how they take like fresh fish and like cook it, specifically for you. And this is the time that like you may realize like that's a perfect timing to be healthy and eat.
You realize you want to point at her. Exactly. You realize, yeah.
You want to be healthy, and this is so easy.
All right, switch.
I had this big decision that I had to make, and it was interesting because I did a lot of research. When it all boils down to, you figure out that the best decisions are made when you find what you know to be right.
Elaborate. Come on.
What?
Yeah, but you kept it short. Yeah, but you kept it short. I know, but you can elaborate a little.
My story. About I was talking about food and about like fresh fish, so that's what I feel like my story.
Well, just a little bit. Well, I haven't eaten yet, so.
We need to talk about alcohol, and then your story will win.
And cigars, but not today. Tomorrow, yes.
So
I have my cigar lunch here.
I have this recipe.
Yeah.
For this made from scratch cake,
Yes.
with chocolate, raspberry, amaretto.
Hmm.
Delicious. Perfect. Oh, there's white chocolate in the frosting, and when you taste it later, because your birthday is tomorrow. You're gonna love it. Is that
Your
fun?
birthday is tomorrow? Yes? Good. Nice. Very cool. Now it's better. No, but for real, the cigar lunch that I use is in front. Where you ate the tacos, you know, that mini mall? When you go inside the mini mall and go across it to the other side of the mini mall, to the left, it's the cigar lunch. Yeah, I buy cigars there sometimes, or sometimes I just go and light up one. It's good.
For Candy, it was first time.
Did it? You liked it or didn't? Oh, it's good.
Like me back.
No, you said you burrito bowl.
My burrito.
I had time.
Yes.
It happens. All right. Niels, remember Niels and Uwe? The couple, master trainers from Thailand, and Uwe, Nata Pachek.
Oh,
They're in the staff.
WU.
See, yeah,
Yeah.
Niels, the Dutch guy,
Oh, yeah.
and his wife.
Yes.
Yeah. She comes, she noticed one time that I was using this. Where to put it? That I was using this.
What is it?
It has Vaporu, Hyperball, but my sinuses are perfect. Actually, I can smell somebody smoking a block away. Sometimes that's a curse because I can smell. No, even worse. No, not that.
Oh.
Onion.
Oh, in the armpit? Yeah. So what is it like?
Onion
Brain,
in
is
the
that like a brain enhancer or what's that?
No. It's just imagine Vaporu, rub Vaporu, Vaporu, exactly. Grab just a little bit, put it inside.
Yeah.
So now everything that you smell is mental. Mental.
Mental?
Oh, is it to mask?
Oh.
Stink?
No, not you.
I had
Not you.
onion. He was talking about me. He even did the.
No. Hey, where are you? No. So yeah, I use it. I use it because the carpet has a weird smell over there. So anyway, so there's you all back? Yes? Okay. You did your change of referential index? Okay, good. So you already have this. If you come, you're going to be together tonight or you go split?
We're gonna, we're gonna do a little something.
Okay, good. So if you can, since you're going to be together, find your notes on phonological ambiguities. Okay, good.
My nose.
See if you can find your notes for unconscious installation. So all of you, you're there? Okay. So the homework for you guys is very simple. You have to find a very simple and powerful metaphor. I gave you one, foggy mind, okay? And the second one, in every language, there are words that they can be spelled the same and have different meanings. Palm of my hand and the palm tree. Okay? And then you have words that sound the same and are written different. I can see you and I can swim in the sea. These are what we call in NLP phonological ambiguities. Okay? So they can either sound the same, written the same, and have different meanings, or they're written different and yet sound the same, because you know that your unconscious knows everything. Yes, I have a conscious knows, like she said, or your unconscious knows everything. You got it? Okay. So bring with your hand writing, no computer shit, AI, whatever. Use your brain, connect this with this. Remember? Okay. So bring that for tomorrow because we're going to be using it. Okay. We're going to be using it. You got it? Okay. How many? As much as you can. The more, the merrier. Cool? All right. So let me begin here. Questions, Monica, of what you did this afternoon? You good?
Good. No questions.
Okay. Scott?
Good. I don't understand the one thing we're supposed to do, the other one, not the phonologic, but the other one.
No, those. You're gonna,
But-
it's how they sound, Scott. So
Yeah.
words that sound alike.
Well, I understand that part of it, but you had another exercise we were supposed to do. That's what I want to know.
A simple selective restriction violation, like
Okay.
foggy mind.
Okay.
The violin is crying.
Oh,
right?
okay. Okay.
But bring one that is like very powerful, condensed but powerful.
Okay. Condensed and powerful. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the more powerful and shorter it is, the better. That's what we're looking for.
Okay.
Good.
Okay.
All right. Good. Harjinder. Questions? We're good? Okay. Remember that we're recording this, so you got time to refresh whenever you want later. Okay. So I'll meet you guys tomorrow at 10.
Okay.
Okay.
My time.
Yeah, 10. I'll send you guys the link in a while because I think it's going to be another link. I'm using Google for every fucking thing in my new business. So it's cool. All right. So have a good night and enjoy and practice. It's Friday. Relax. Monica, have something.
I have a busy weekend,
All right. Good.
Okay.
You have visit, right?
Yes, I do.
Well, make them work.
Yeah.
All right. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Just
Good night.
Bye.
One. Can you
Yes.
just tell me? Sorry, could you just tell me the timings for tomorrow and Sunday, please? 10
Okay.
a.m. to
Tomorrow we're gonna take 1 hour of the morning and put it in the afternoon. So tomorrow is gonna be from 10 to 12.
10 to 12. Well, okay. And a Sunday?
Sunday is from 10 to 1.
10 to 1 p.m. Oh, that's a short one. So, yay.
Yes.
Okay, great. Thank you.
All right.
Thank
Have
you.
a good one. See you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye-bye.